Hey man, here's a little helper video on Hark. I know it kind of sounds like a complicated song, but most of the guitar work is really just deep in the mix, and it's just really supportive, and locking in with the band is kind of the biggest thing with the lead guitar part. So hopefully this helps. I'll be able to slow it down on some of those speedier parts, but the intro line is just really two different repeated lines around this B flat power chord shape, but we'll go into it and see it. So and drums lead in here. So it goes to that F power chord right at the end of those lines before going into the next melodic structure. And I'm pretty sure it's an F dominant 7 chord, but you could just play the power F chord and make it easier. So going from that, the next line starts on a D flat, and everyone's linking in on the same line, I think. So. And just stops right there. So slowing it down from that D flat. It has that weird chromatic quick walk down. And then going into the verse, you're pretty much out until you pick up on the line. It's God and sinners reconciled. Let's just go to that and hear it. It's just really the bass and keys leading the melody line here. You could just lay out. That's where you come in. So it starts on this E flat. It sounds like the guitar is just going down to a lower E flat on the top string, but if you're in standard tuning, that's kind of impossible. So I would just slide up to the E flat on the A string. So playing that again. Starts on the E flat. And it's God and sinners reconciles the line you come back in on. And then you're out until the end of this verse, which goes back into the line that starts on the D flat. It kind of helps having these big spaces that you don't have to play anything and focus on the ones that you do. Then you're out going into the next verse. You're going to play that same line starting on the E flat. Unrisen and healing his wings. And then out. So it's not too terribly complicated. It sounds like there's a lot going on with it. And then you come back in just like you did at the end of the first verse. Coming up. With the first line. Keep going. You're ending right there, right before. I think it's going through the whole progression about 3.5 times. I kind of messed up there. But you don't do the last one because it has a descending melody line, which I'm pretty sure the keys or the track will take care of that for you, so you don't have to follow that. Let me just try to find that again. you just end on that B flat, and keys pretty much take over. I'm going to pause it right now and figure out the rest of it, and I'll get back.